What is going on YouTube? And I'm back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, I want to look at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500 and XRP. I also want to look at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically, there are some very interesting patterns that are happening on the market once again that we have not seen for a very long time. Pretty much this was discussed in yesterday's video that we haven't seen this pattern form in months, and it's usually a sign of reversal. And I do want to continue discussing that, as I feel like a lot of you guys kind of get afraid of when we discuss and refer to bearish signals, reversals, negative corrections in price. But notice that that is just another opportunity to make money off of. Specifically, I do want to talk about these candle wicks that are forming right here, what these could be a sign of, and how exactly we profit off of them. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help out the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Alright, so like I said, yesterday I made this video. It's about to happen. This hasn't happened in a very long time. XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin showing signs of potential reversal, just something that we haven't seen in a very long time. And I want to continue discussing that. Now, this was a lot of talk about the S&P 500, and I do want to talk about that again today, as I do think we are getting very close. But I do like to kind of dip into both on the channel, as they are both fairly important as I grow up and learn that it's not just crypto that I should be looking into too. It should also be our economy, the place that we live in, in regards to investing and investing strategies. A lot of people don't have money in the stock market, and I figure it's probably something that could be fairly profitable, because we've learned and we've grown so much on cryptocurrency and technical analysis that probably a lot of this could be converted over into cryptocurrency. I'm still not 100% familiar. I'm still trying to remember. It's like a bearish divergent or something. Bearish divergent. I think it's something like that. Maybe I'm forgetting it. Bearish divergence. Maybe this is it. Or it's a bullish divergence. We'll find out in a couple of seconds. So examples of long-term bearish divergence: when the RSI trends lower and the price trends higher. Yes, it's called a bearish divergence. So going back to, where is it? The stock market. This is what a bearish divergence. It's saying that, let's see, I'm going to pull this right here. Bearish divergence is when the price goes higher. Right here, the price is going higher as the relative strength indicator trends lower. The RSI trends lower as the price trends higher. This is a clear and beautiful bearish divergence. This is something we have to spend quite a bit of time, discussing and looking at. So what exactly is a bearish divergence, and what does it mean? So I want to pull up right here what exactly this could have an effect on, how exactly this works. Let's pull it up. What is a bearish divergence? Glad I figured that out. So a bearish divergence occurs when prices rise to a new high, but the oscillator can only muster a high that is lower than the exhibited class. A bearish divergence often signals a sharp and significant reversal toward a downtrend. That might be something we have to continue to discuss. And it is fairly interesting to notice that I believe this is a bearish divergence. The prices are heading higher, literally higher, as the relative strength indicators are heading lower. As it says clearly, it's usually a reflection of a reversal. So it is something we do have to spend a little bit of time discussing. It does make a lot of sense in reference to the prices I've been referring to. That bearish divergence usually, just the market itself has been priming itself up for what could be a massive drop in the stock market. It's very interesting to see that this is also happening. So a bearish divergence is a pattern that occurs when the price reaches higher highs while the technical indicator makes lower highs. Although there is a bullish attitude on the market, the discrepancy means that the momentum is slowing. Therefore, it is likely that there will be a rapid decline in price. Consider that when looking at this. This is exactly what I've been trying to pinpoint on you guys for an extremely long time. Prices are heading higher up. Prices are moving to higher highs, higher and higher and higher. But on the Relative strength indicators were going lower and lower and lower and lower. So the relative strength oscillator can't keep up with the price momentum moving us to the upside. It's usually a telltale sign of a reversal and a sharp decline in price. That's what I've been worried about for the longest time, and I finally figured out exactly what it was called: bearish divergence. So you can see with prices hitting extremely high levels, there's a very good chance it's going to reference a correction to the downside. Now, I don't believe it's just going to happen within the middle of the month. There's 10 days left and 9 hours before we see some sort of action and the close of this candle. But I do think within the next week, 10 days probably as I get closer, there's a very good chance, honestly, or this week, that I'm going to be selling off or out of my positions in my Roth IRA, because this is way too overextended. And I do believe in the start of next month, we're probably going to see reversal as we head closer to the election. So consider this bearish divergence to mean something. It is clear as day. It's a reference to a bear market. You can see it right here, the bearish divergence, and it is something that is exactly happening. That's a bullish divergence. I guess I don't have any pictures of that, but this is what we're referring to. That's what we're dealing with. Leave comments down below. But I'm sorry, I do want to just jump into the other cryptos right here. Obviously, if you guys are interested in the S&P 500 too, I'll be posting my trades and things like that in my Patreon as well. So if you want to know my trades, not only in cryptocurrency, but in the S&P 500 stock market, definitely make sure to check out the description down below. Sign up for my Patreon, and you'll be able to see all my trades and information like that. Otherwise, Litecoin starting to see that resistance candle. This is a reversal candle forming on here. We have Bitcoin having the same pattern, Ethereum, XRP, they're all doing it. XRP much easier to gauge as it is retesting its resistance, top overbought bar, and also experiencing reversal patterns as we negate and get rejected from this moving average right here. We're starting to decline lower. Also, in Bitcoin's chart right here, we're having that reversal, that shooting star formation. I had pulled up right here the shooting star formation right here to kind of reference and make it easier for you guys to follow along. You can see shooting star has a massive tail end, and then we close closer to where we opened. So you can see that same thing's happening with Bitcoin. Very long tail right here, and we're closing around where we opened, which is a reference of a negative reversal pattern. You can see exactly what that says. We have star patterns. We even have Harami patterns, which is a reversal. It's a bullish pattern that we've hit a bottom. But ultimately, what does this mean? The shooting star, similar to an evening star, it is a bearish top reversal pattern that may appear in an uptrend that warrants of a possible trend reversal. Where the shooting star differs from an evening star, it is in the shape of the star itself, in this case a shooting star, and has a long upper shadow like a shooting star, and no or every little lower shadow, and I don't even know what that means, but in other words, the shooting star pattern takes form of an inverted hammer rather than doji. It's usually a sign of a reversal, and that ultimately means markets are going to probably start to head back down. That's what I wanted to reference in this video, is that it looks like that's what's happening here, and there's very easy ways to reference that this is probably going to correct lower. We're also hitting resistance on Litecoin's moving average. We're hitting resistance here in Bitcoin's price, Ethereum, XRP. Very good chance it's time to be shorting. Obviously, I take advantage of that on DueDEX. Been making some fairly profitable trades. I did this on BitYard just a couple of days ago. I don't really trade Bitcoin. What is this? Am I even signed in on here? I don't really trade around on BitYard, but it is something maybe to check out as I do. It's not too bad. It's not a bad exchange, but I did make a trade. You can see right here. Pull up my history. Yeah. So literally, I just made a trade, just a small one to show you guys in reference. There was no big money put into here because I don't need to reference that. My big trades are referenced on Patreon, but just a very quick trade. The first one we did, Litecoin 10 times leverage, opened at 63.77, closed at $60.78. Even though it was a small return on investment, it was a 46% return on investment, and it's mainly just showing you the profit trade. If we had moved this to, let's say, $630, we would have made $89 in regards to trade. If we leveraged it 20 times, that $89 would have been, $160, and we could just, you can see how quickly it doubles up. We could have traded around with $2,000, doubled it. We would have made a crap ton of money off a 50% return on investment. It's an incredible trade. It's something to consider. Just wanted to show you guys that. Otherwise, definitely make sure to check out DueDEX down below. It's a great exchange. I'd recommend it. If you like BitYard, that's linked in the description as well. Otherwise, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace. Make sure to follow me, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.